Go ahead, Krishna.
No, you're the guitar maker, so you go.
You play guitar as well, but
But I don't make them, so
no. Hey. Okay. I welcome any experimentation and innovation in the guitar field. I welcome it. New ideas, come on over. Let's see it. Let's hear it. You know, um, and for me, this particular design, yeah, it has new sonic possibilities that weren't available to guitarists before. Um, I don't let's start with the sonic qualities. Yeah. Some things that you'd be able to do on this guitar, you wouldn't be able to do on any other guitar. I think that's cool. Um, I feel like the sounds kind of are quite um, um, suitable for kind of electronic music more than more than other styles, like immediate kind of application wise. Uh, in terms of construction, it looks like they've used some kind of plywood that's been routed. I'm not sure. I feel like that's what the kind of layers are, with a standard bolt-on neck, and it's symmetrical, so it works as both left and right hand, except the interface is on one side. But I'm sure you can easily flip that around to the other side. Um, but the shape doesn't appeal to me so much, especially kind of like the very circular part, which stems from the interface, but it just doesn't, for me, it doesn't do it for me compared to the other guitar shapes that we're more familiar with. I think one big problem's gonna be when you play this guitar live and you have to synchronize your picking, and or your strumming or whatever. Well, this is automatic with the drummer and other kind of instruments on the lineup. And I feel like without knowing more about the guitar, unless there's like some kind of software side of things where there's a mic and it's picking up um, noise and quantizing the picking to what it's hearing, or the MIDI signals that are coming in or something, it's going to be difficult to line up the picking accurately to everything else that's going on, which might be, you know, yeah, which might, maybe they solved it. I don't know. Maybe one of those buttons do something, but that's kind of an obvious flaw. Um, yeah, that's my first take. It's a fun. It looks like a fun thing. Like I'd have a noodle on it. I wouldn't buy it. Um, I feel like it would have initially a very niche kind of application, um, if you want to create a certain sound. Um, but as an instrument, that is it the next is it the future of guitars? I don't think so. I don't think so. But is it a worthwhile experiment? Definitely. Is it going to make a few people happy? Probably. That's my 2 cents for now.
yeah. Look, I don't have too much to add to that. Really, it's this project is pretty much one guy who's gone off on a journey and he's curious about something, and he made this object, right? Which augments something that he plays probably every day, and he just wanted to try something new with it and wanted to experiment with it, and he came up with this design and this guitar. I think it's it's fun, and like Hans said, you'd want to play around with it for a day or two, and I think those are very valid comments regarding using this in a live performance or jamming with someone. Um, you know, it would be really hard to synchronize. Everyone else would have to synchronize to you in some way, on the sort of beats that you're playing. And again, if this sort of selling point, which I don't think this is like a commercially, like, a product that's been designed for sale commercially. It's just an experiment. How important is that 250 beats per minute kind of thing, which is sort of like the title there. For most people, you're probably not that worried about playing at 250 beats per minute. I think this is just a fun experiment, and that is what it is. And for what it is, I think it's cool, and I'd love to have a bit of a play on it, but I wouldn't want to buy it, if this was something that was available.
If I was like a up and coming artist, and like I could use it as a cool thing on stage to bring out, because it's just guitars it's not a field where you see innovation like this. And I just sent you a link, Brian. It's actually, I feel like, a good predecessor to this guitar. You can play it and you can see what it is. And Brian, you can click on the link. So you could also get an electric drill attachment to your existing guitar if you want to kind of do your own version of it for the time being, if you don't want to invest in this whole rig.
A cheaper version.
Only other thing I'd say, ergonomically, I like to rest my forearm on the kind of the upper edge of the guitar that's closest to me. But if there's things like, a million picks spinning there, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that'd be so comfortable to play. And this is I don't know. I still have to think a little bit about this, but there's something about simpler objects that make it more that make it easier to have a long-lasting relationship with. Just really simple objects where you understand the material and the components because it's so basic. And I think those instruments are much more timeless. Not just instruments, just overall in any category of products. And this one, just looking at it, it's not as simple of a thing than a regular guitar. It looks a little bit intimidating to me, like at first glance. Which is the main reason why I don't think this is the future of guitars.
Okay, cool.
Cool. We'll move on.
I don't know. What do you think of the headstock shape, though, Krish? Do you care about headstock shapes? Are you into like headless guitars?
No, definitely not headless. But look, again, for me, I'm just a recreational guitarist, right? I'm not it's nothing. I don't delve deep into this thing. I engage it at a very surface level. So for me, like visually, I prefer a guitar with a head on it. A headless one just looks strange. It's possibly because I'm just not used to seeing one like that. So, and also I think the balance is good, the hierarchy.
Right. Yeah.
It works better with a head.
I could see this in like the next Mad Max movie, like one of those, and it's like black, you know, and one of those guys on the car is just, or like in front of the truck is just like, just jamming out on it, you know.